And I swear it feels like we were on the damn Titanic. Like, and I was like,
yeah, that was nice. They should bring that part back from COVID. If you want to go to Vegas on a guy's trip and have fun, you need to go either with dudes with a lot of money or drug dealers.
I was wondering why everybody was giving us sideways looks. Let us not break up. Oh my God.
Well, yeah, that's right. And we haven't. Women are fucking crazy, dude.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Welcome back to the HISxHERS Podcast, episode 64.
Pew, 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 pew.
We are back. Sorry we missed last week.
It was all my fault, you guys.
Yep.
I knew he was going to say it, so I was just going to go ahead and rip off the Band-Aid because he was going to blame it on me.
It was just, Nikki wanted to do it. She wanted to try to record when she got back on Tuesday, but she was getting back Tuesday afternoon, so I was like, man, that's going to be...
I could have done it if I wanted to.
It's ambitious.
David jumped the gun. He was like, no episode this week. I was like, why would you say that?
She's being too ambitious. I was like, man, you know
how dare
damn
you
well.
decide my ambitiousness level?
I was like, we're not doing that. You know damn well that when you get back, we're going to watch movies and not do shit.
Ain't that the truth? Right after this, we were like, after the podcast, we're going to go watch a movie.
And that's what we did. So, or that's what we're about to do, but that's what we did on Tuesday too. So Nikki's back from Chicago.
Yes.
From the Beyonce concert.
Mm-hmm. Renaissance tour.
Did you know all the words?
I cannot say that I knew all of the words, but a good 90%.
So you're a fake Beyonce fan?
I'm not a fake Beyonce fan.
It's okay.
And they're called the Beehive, okay?
Oh,
Don't be fucking rude.
Oh.
Yeah. Know who you're speaking about.
Are you one of the...
I like Beyonce. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm obsessed with every song. I'm not gonna be like fake, but I love Beyonce. Grew up with her, especially Destiny's Child. Oh my God! And then when
fellow
she went
Texan
solo,
as well.
Yeah, fellow Texan. She's from Houston. Amazing artist. And I loved her. She did an interview one time, and you know what actually made me interested in Beyonce is so funny is Selena.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she did an interview one time about Selena and the fact that she ran into Selena when she was a kid with her mom, and they were at the mall, and she ran into Selena. She thought she was the most beautiful, talented person, and she said that she was a huge inspiration for her.
Oh, yeah, you could tell there's definitely Selena influence.
And I was like, when she talked about Selena, because, it's Texas. Selena was all over the place. So she had the pleasure of meeting her. And that was what really got my attention with Beyonce. She's extremely talented. I mean, that woman can sing and dance, and she's got all the things. And her special guest was her daughter, Blue Ivy Carter. Okay.
Didn't Selena hold you one time or change your diaper or burp you or something? When
Shut
you were a baby?
Your face. She held me for maybe 5 seconds. Yes. At the Texas State Fair when I was
mom
really
went
little.
To the bathroom. So I got to go poop. Can you hold my baby?
Hold my baby. No, she called me cute. Okay. Because I had a lot of curly hair, and she called me cute. And she was like, hey, she reached out for me, and my mom was like, okay. And she just handed me off to her. But this was when Selena was very, very young. I'm talking about short bob Selena. Okay. Very young. Nobody even knew about her.
I wish Selena could have called me cute. That's... must be nice.
You would never know what that feels like.
You gotta remind me. It should have been me.
I was so sad. I mean, I was very, very young when she passed. So.
Oh yeah, man. I remember that day.
No, you were old when she passed.
Shut up. I do remember that day.
I'm sure you do. No, I remember that day too because my mom was nonstop crying.
It was a crazy couple years because Biggie died, Tupac died, Selena died, Big Pun died.
Aaliyah died.
Oh yeah, Aaliyah died a little bit later though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I remember I was watching MTV music videos day before I had to go to school, first day of school, and I was watching just it was a Gorilla song, the first Gorilla song that came out. It goes, hey, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine.
Oh yeah,
it was that song, and I was just watching this video, just tripping. It's middle of the night. It's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, this video, so I have school the next day. I'm like, this video's trippy. And then at the bottom of the thing, I see it scrolling by breaking news. I was like, and I just caught the end of it, and it was somebody died in a plane crash. I'm like, that'd be crazy if it was Aaliyah or somebody. Then it came back around. I was like, oh shit.
Why would you have that thought?
I don't know. Maybe I read it and I just didn't realize it. You just
didn't register?
So, yeah, subconsciously, I was like, oh, shit, Leah. So maybe I already read it.
So sad.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
And especially because she was flying from that video shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And she had just filmed Rock the Boat.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that video shoot was amazing. Oh, man.
You hear like conspiracy theories that try to say like it was planned?
And yeah, there's conspiracy theories about Selena too, that her like dad was involved and stuff like that. People always have conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah, because they refused to let her get like a blood transfusion or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah, really, really sad.
That's tough.
But anyways, back to Chicago and my fun time going to see Beyonce.
Anyway.
So I stayed in Chicago for about 5 days, and David thought it was a bit excessive. I thought, you know what, this is needed. And so
I was like, 5 days? I'm like, man, that's going to be hard. 5 days in a hotel, like.
It was fun. It was fun. I did miss the kids a lot. I missed you a lot.
Oh, I missed you too.
You know, but I had a lot of fun and like memories that I will cherish forever. So we went on this boat. I have to tell you this. So we went on this boat to go have like mimosas or whatever. We're trying to be fancy.
Yeah.
Well, so we get there kind of early. Everything's all cool. We're looking cute, whatever. Well, we're standing on the edge of the boat, and there's like obviously, you know, like the ledge that you're leaning up against and you can look over, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm standing next to my friends, and then there's this girl that I don't know on my right-hand side. And, you know, she's doing her own thing, filming, right? And I swear it feels like we were on the damn Titanic. Like we hit like a damn iceberg or something. It was like such a huge jolt. Her phone goes flying out of her hand, okay? And so she's pissed, and she starts like cussing, and everybody's like looking, and she's like, what the fuck? And like she was like, that's my fucking phone. And she was like, y'all supposed to get sued and whatever, okay? So from that point on, she
like,
started getting crazy.
Did the boat slam on its brakes? Like,
no,
what the
it
fuck
like
happened?
Christina said that like there were just like buoys, that it hit a buoy. And so we hit a buoy, and so after that I was like, I'm not trying to film on the side of the thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in heels. Okay, I've been
on
at
a
home.
boat.
Yeah, we're in heels. It's a nice mimosa, you know, type of brunch boat.
You barely
babe.
even wear heels on land. You're trying to wear heels in a boat.
First of all, you ain't got to come at my neck like that. Second of all, I have been working on my ankle strength. And third of all, these were like chunky heels where, you know, they were cute and doable. That's not the point. So I'm sitting there, right? And I'm like leaning up against the side of the boat, just talking to the girls. And I'm giving my toes like the old stretch, you know, where you take your foot out and you just kind of like stretch your toes. You know, I don't know why you over here nodding. And then you put your foot back in. Well, I go to do that, and I just take my toes out, and, you know, I'm stretching them out, and I go to put my fucking shoe back on. Why the hell is there a huge gap between like the wall, the side of the boat, and the bottom? My shoe slips through that damn crack and goes into the water. And Khadijah was like, there goes your fucking shoe. And I was like, oh, bitch, I had no fucking
that lady
shoe.
Gave you awful. She was like,
I know she gave me awful, man. No, I had no shoe, and I had to walk back to the hotel with only one shoe on. And I lost my heel that day, and that girl lost the cell phone. But then, hold up, okay? So, you know, we're having our drinks, and they started giving us free drinks because they had like that jolt or whatever, and people were losing their stuff. So we were kind of thirsty. And there was 3 levels to this boat. And we were walking around it, and I'm following the girls. They go to the bathroom, and all of a sudden I just start seeing a bunch of smoke. And there's a whole group of people just smoking schmeed. Okay? And they start passing it around and stuff. And like Khadijah, Christina come out, and I'm like in the middle of this like puff, and they're like, Nikki, get over here. And I was like, I don't know what happened. It was literally like I was walking through like smoke. I was all like one heel on and shit. They were like, we gotta go.
yeah, I need this to balance me out.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Oh, it was such a fun party, but like my friends were like, it switched up.
Did you get your shoe back? Is she just in the water?
No,
now?
it was in the water. It was gone. Yeah, I had to go to a mall the next day and go get some new shoes. They didn't even fit me right. But Khadijah brought similar shoes, so Khadijah gave me hers, and I gave her my new ones.
Oh, okay.
It worked out just fine.
They should make like little shoe floaties.
How dare you?
You know, like
fish it out. Oh, I was so mad, David. I was like, why is there this gap there?
Did you touch the water at all? Is it really cold?
No, I didn't touch the water.
But it's cold.
But it's freezing.
Yeah. It's fucking.
Yeah, it was a time. And then, like, we just didn't really have... I love just going out without a plan. You know that.
Yeah,
we go out like that.
Yeah.
And we went out to, you know, try to go find a bar. We didn't really have a plan. And we see, like, bunch of people just standing outside of this bar. and they're just standing there, and I don't know why, but all of us girls, we just like go to the front and walk inside. We didn't realize that was a line, first of all. So we go inside, and all these people are looking at us sideways, and we don't know what we're doing. We go in there. Why the fuck? So Christina goes, oh, is this like a rooftop bar? And they were like, no, it's a Bollywood party. And then we were like, oh, shit. We literally walked into the hugest Bollywood party. Everybody was dressed up, and we had no idea.
You were like, Like there was nothing.
There was nothing. I was literally just following. I was following the leader. And I was wondering why everybody was giving us sideways looks. Oh, and then I have to tell you about this guy, babe. I had to hold back because he was really talking shit to me. And if you would have been there, you would have whooped his ass. Okay, because I didn't do anything wrong. So after we slip out the Bollywood party and we're like, oh, shit, we go across the street and we go see about this other bar. And there's maybe like 4 people in front of us, right? And there's like a construction cone kind of behind me. And off the side of the street, this fucking big old like white dude comes up the curb and he's got a girl behind her. You could tell he's like belligerent. And he's trying to like get around that cone, and I like kind of like look back like, oh shit, is he gonna trip? Why he gonna look at me? And he was like, don't worry, I'm not gonna cut you in line. And I was like, and I looked over at Christina, and Christina was like, don't do it. And I was like, and his girlfriend was like, babe, stop. And like he was like talking shit, and he was like, don't worry about it, you ain't gotta look at me like that, I'm not gonna cut you in line. And I was like, if I was the old me, I would have gone. It was so much for me to not go off on people.
And you didn't?
No, I didn't. I held my tongue. I let him say what he had to say.
Yeah.
And then guess what? We didn't even end up going to that bar. We walked out the line. And I was like,
yeah, see.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a good time, but being in like the bar scene was crazy. It's not really my fave. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like going to clubs, bars. It's just too much. It's like just people bumping into me.
My anger issues like have a hard time.
And like people just.
My patience, my social anxiety, the shoulder to shoulder. I got real used to the 6 feet apart. Okay.
Yeah, that was nice. They should bring that part back from COVID.
Like we went to this other bar and I literally, you guys, I started trying to have a panic attack because we were like shoulder to shoulder. Once in a tiki bar and the other time coming out of the Beyonce concert. It literally took us 1 full hour, 60 minutes, count 'em, bitch, to walk from the venue to the side of the curb for us to go get our Uber.
Damn.
And I mean, we were starting, I'm talking about shoulder to shoulder. And when you're in that situation, it's real easy to get things misconstrued, miscommunicated, and all of a sudden you in a fight. They were like, babe, we were walking down this path and there's like trees on the side. And I started looking and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I thought I was tripping. There were cops just stashed in the bushes, just waiting.
Like Fortnite?
Yeah, like they straight up look like.
They're dressed as a bush?
They got like, camo what? And shit. No, but they were just like, I was like, what the fuck? And I start seeing them every few feet and they were like stationed in the bushes because people were getting into fights. And I was like, I'm just going to mind my business. I just hate being around like crowds. Yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
It was kind of intense.
That's how I felt when I went to Monster Jam a while back.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I hate this.
Do you feel that way in like the Bronco Stadium?
Yeah,
weird how it doesn't matter when it's like something that you like.
Well, because usually when I go, like I'll go with my dad. And my dad has like these really good seats that there's nobody sitting like in front of you or behind you.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, they're nice. But they're on the end, so it's hard to like kind of see the game. So I end up having to watch the game like on the screen.
I love that that makes sense. David's dad does not put up with like social stuff like that. He will be quick to get into a fight. Yeah. So he puts himself in positions to make sure that he has like a club seat or like somewhere separate because he just cannot. He cannot. And that's where David gets up for him.
No, I have a way more control over my temper than my dad does.
Like half the time I have to be like, Dave, no.
Like when I used to play flag football with him, it was like a guarantee that every game was going to end with him getting into a fight or somebody trying to fight him. And because what he would do is he would just like forearm, just club people in the head with his forearm like every play. And then like after a while, like dudes would let it slide
like over and over and over.
Yeah, and then like, but like it comes to a certain point where you gotta like,
how dare you say something?
You gotta stick up for yourself. Yeah, so like I never blamed these guys. They're like, so it'd just be like just chaos on the field. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, your dad.
But your dad.
Yeah, and I was like, of course. But I'd be like, is that my dad? You're like, yeah. I was like,
he don't put up with shit though. He's the person to go out to a restaurant with, and if your food ain't right,
but he acts innocent though. Like after the whole thing, he's like, what? What? What did I do? I don't know. I didn't even feel him. I didn't know.
Your dad's hilarious.
I was like I'll watch him. I'm like.
No, let's not talk about my mom though. Oh, my mom. She cannot. No, she cannot. Half of y'all already know about like Mama Glamour. Y'all call her Mama Glamour. And David has seen her in action plenty of time. But she will not stand to be inconvenienced by somebody's stupidity or lack of common sense. She is very like not about that. So when our parents are near each other, oh my God, we're about to get some free food up in here, cause
yeah, it will fucking, and their order always gets fucked up.
Yeah.
My dad's order is like always
my
fucked
mom's
up.
too, and they always be getting it for free.
But my dad will like order shit that's like not even on the menu. He'd be like, "Can I get salmon?" Yeah, and they'd be like, "This is a Chick-fil-A, sir." Yeah,
he would like just create his own plate, and I'm like,
yeah, like he'd order like sandwiches, but without the bread, and
yeah.
He's like,
did extra protein.
He's like, instead of like the bun, can you guys make it like 2 other chickens? Like
2 rotisseries halfway turned. Okay. No, because it was funny because I mentioned this to the girls when we went to this brunch spot. And, there's sometimes, do you have like a limit when we go out to eat somewhere? Like this is X amount of times that something can be nasty or inconvenient and I won't say nothing before you start asking for a manager. Well, we got over that threshold real fast.
Oh, wow.
And we are all very like nice.
For you, that must have been bad then. Cause like, you're not one to just let me.
Babe, like straight. And like Khadijah isn't either. Okay. Yeah. So they bring out her toast and it's literally burnt. And Khadijah was like, can I get another toast? And it was very hard for her. And he was like, well, like, do you want it like less cooked? And she goes, I just don't want it burnt.
So I was like, so you know the problem then. Like,
what do you mean? Okay. So then we're sitting there talking and Christina keeps jumping like she's like on something. And I was like, what is wrong with you?
She been smoking meth.
Yeah, I was like, hey, Smokey, calm down. And she was like, dude, I keep feeling water. And I was like, yeah, like on Friday. And that she was like literally jumping. I was like, what's the matter? And she goes, I keep feeling like wet, like something wet. And then she couldn't like find it. And she was like, I swear on everything, something's dripping on me. Babe, we look up and the damn AC is literally dripping and leaking onto the table, onto her food, and onto her.
Nah.
And then they handed her an horchata that was like not even an horchata. It was just like this muddy water pretty much. And it was so bad. And we paid anyway. And I told them, I was like, if my mama would have been here, my mother would have been here, man, we would have gotten this and some.
Because like if there's like 4 grains of salt too many, she'd be like, I'm not paying for this.
Straight you know up. What I mean? She's like, this is unacceptable.
I'm like, that's crazy.
But I think, that was beyond. And I just didn't feel like dealing with it. I definitely could have like kind of stepped into my mama glamour mode, and I felt like we had every right to, because that was the worst. And Christina felt so bad, but it was like the worst experience ever. It was nasty. What's the worst experience you've had at a restaurant where you were like, ugh,
like disgusted?
Yes.
Oh man, I don't know if I've had like an experience where I've been like just disgusted. I don't not what.
I was with Solomon, and my brother found a hair in his food, right? And I just thought it was his, right? And I was like, all right, I'm not going to think too much about it. It's fine. I start eating mine, and I find a fucking hair in mine, and I damn near throw up. My brother is about to fucking blow a gasket, and I was so grossed out. It was like all of our...
Yeah, finding somebody's hair in your shit is nasty.
Yeah, and it was like short hair, like not even anything that we could misconstrue for our own,
right?
And so... Have you ever pulled somebody else's hair out
that
of
has
your
happened to me? Yeah,
teeth and
that is so gross.
So I will get straight up disgusted over that.
I try not to think too hard about stuff because I'm like,
but you're also like a big texture person. If the texture is off, you're gonna get grossed out. You won't eat. So I had another moment this morning. I like making fun of David. Don't give him a hard time, okay? We've been together for so long. I don't mind. But this morning I was like, what you want for breakfast, babe? And I'm like chopping up bell peppers. I was like, I want him to get some veggies or whatever. I was like, you want an omelet? No. And he's like, I hate the texture of an omelet. And he doesn't like eggs Benedict. And so I had to just put veggies on the side of his eggs and bacon.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm
really picky with eggs, man. Yeah, texture. Texture is like really big for me when I eat food. Smells and texture, really big. I don't know why.
You literally just eat like 4 things in all of life.
Yeah, but I'm a simple man. It's like, it's easy to feed me.
I was getting all creative, eating all kinds of stuff in Chicago. I was like, I ain't even got to worry about David.
Yes, we're going to a restaurant that serves only
Nothing
cheese.
but cheese. We're going to fondue, bitch.
I always tell you, I'm like, babe, we go there. She's like, no, you don't like anything there. I'm like, that's okay. I'll find something.
I know, but one time, remember we went to that fondue place for my birthday and you literally had the hardest time because it just smelled like cheese. And the only thing that he liked was the chocolate fondue, obviously. Yeah. But while we were eating our normal meal, you know, everybody's dipping their shit in cheese. All the different cheeses. And there's David who's like.
Just eating the boiled meat, just like. I was like, man, I wish I liked cheese so much.
I'm sorry.
I wish I liked cheese. I really do.
It would make life a lot easier. You know?
I'm jealous of people that like cheese. Like, I'm like, man, it just seems so much easier. Like, I can be eating something, and if there's like one piece of cheese in there, I'll be just like I'll literally gag.
That's crazy to me.
I don't know why.
You're so dramatic.
I don't know why. I just got
dramatic.
I don't like it.
Yeah, but it was a good time. I got to wear so many outfits out there and finally like dress up and have somewhere to go. You know what I mean?
It was like really hot out there.
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
And like, dude, my hair like poofed up. The humidity was so much over there because we were right by the river and
the lake.
Yeah, and the lake, but our hotel was right by the river.
Oh yeah.
Don't try to correct me about where I was. Okay. I know where I saw the fireworks at the river.
I've been to Chicago. I know where it's. I was there for like a day.
Yeah, exactly. With me.
Yeah.
You saw the shit I saw. So we tried to like straighten our hair for Beyonce, and when we came back, like all of our shit was so pooped out. We were like, we don't even know why we tried.
Yeah, why do you do that?
Because we
you didn't even really like straighten your hair here, like
because it's like. When you have straight hair, when you're traveling, it's just kind of easier to maintain.
Right.
Like second, third day straight hair, you don't get it because you ain't got to like do it. Yeah. But curly hair, when you have your hair natural, like the second and third day, it just gets harder and harder. Whereas with straight hair, in our opinion, it's easier and easier because you can do dry shampoo or like, you know, slick it down. Yeah. So we tried it and it definitely did not work out.
My hair just kind of like, just gets like it just kind of like stands up, like
it gets some air in it,
like a chia pet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
Like
my love.
Yeah,
you have some really soft hair.
It kind of like poofs a little bit, but not like I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah,
like it just kind of just goes.
It gets a little air in.
Yeah, it just gets a little. It's a little bit more airy.
Yeah,
you know, where like hair is just like slick, like just.
Oh my God. So I wanted to ask you, because, you know, I did just come back from this trip. I know that you've had more than one guy's trip, you know, before the infamous bachelor party at the strip club. Okay, no, I was kidding. But one time, one of your exes told me that while y'all were trying to figure shit out, that you took off on a road trip with your boys. I think it was to El Paso.
Oh, New Mexico?
New Mexico.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that and what was the reason?
My ex?
Yeah.
I wasn't talking to nobody then.
Well, I can give you those details later. I'm just telling you what was told to me.
I'm telling you what happened.
Well, I'm telling you what was told to me.
I don't care what that bitch said.
No, damn it.
I'm telling you what happened. Wasn't talking to nobody at that time.
Oh, she was like, if he said he didn't have time, but he sure didn't have time to go do that. I was like,
yeah, I wasn't talking to anybody.
Okay.
So, and I had got suspended from work. I wasn't even going to go on that trip originally because I was like, I got work. And then I called into work on my birthday, which was like the day before.
Yeah.
So I called in to work. I was like, you know what? I've never called in on my birthday. I was like, I think this year I'm gonna do it.
What is this, school where you're trying to get the day off?
Everybody does it, like, especially like in construction, like everybody does it. Like when it's their birthday, that they'll call in.
Yeah, but had you been missing prior to that? Don't lie.
I probably was.
Okay, all right, okay.
I went through this period at work where I just had the worst attendance.
I think we all have.
And so yeah, I got suspended from work, and I was like, shit, I got kicked off the job site because I didn't show up. And then I was like, damn. And it was that Friday. So I had Friday off, and then Sunday,
and then basically all the time because you didn't have no damn job.
For those like 4 days, I didn't have. So
you said, I ain't got no job. I'm going peace out and go on a boys trip.
It wasn't my weekend with Julian. I was like, I'm out.
And y'all went to New Mexico.
Drove, yeah, because
of all places.
Yeah, because my friend Hector is from there, and he moved back down there.
I remember Hector.
He's from Las Cruces, I think.
Oh, okay.
So he moved back, so we went to go visit him there. And then while we were there, we're like, hey, man, what do you do for fun around here? He's like, we go to El Paso. And I was like, wow.
Okay.
So that's what we did. So I was there for like 1 night or 2 nights maybe. So we went to El Paso to party, and then we went to.
Oh, this is where you guys had all them little girls up in the limo with y'all.
There's no limo.
Y'all were in a damn where you dressed up and everything. I saw the pictures.
Oh no, that's Vegas.
How many guys trips have you been on?
2 before you, and then the one.
Oh, I hate that.
Nothing happened in Vegas.
Don't lie to me.
See my
friends?
Not
in Vegas, but in New Mexico?
No, nothing happened there either.
Or in El
Paso?
Think
something happened in El Paso,
but you had to specify. So
Neither.
give me the specifications.
Nothing
I'm asking about
neither.
3 different places.
Nothing ever happened.
Oh, I will get a hold of your friends so fast.
Okay. Nothing happened. You see my friends. You think? Look, this is my philosophy. If you're going on a guy's trip to Vegas, if you want to go to Vegas on a guy's trip and have fun, you need to go either with dudes with a lot of money or drug dealers. Those are like the 2 people that I feel like you'd have the most fun with on a guy's trip to Vegas. Cause like I'd be hearing about like Aaron used to tell me stories about like when he'd go to Vegas and he would just go with like all like his drug dealing friends. And I'm like, man, that didn't sound like nothing like when I went to Vegas.
We stayed at the goddamn circus, bitch.
Yeah, we had people sleeping on the floor and shit. Like we were like
roughing it.
Like half of us weren't even on the strip.
Yeah.
Like
staying in old downtown.
I had to walk like way off the strip to go get me some shoes.
Oh man.
No, it wasn't like that. It was overrated. Yeah.
Girl, I saw them pictures of them in a limo. Then they went out to the white sand, started taking some little cringy pictures of each other.
New Mexico. That was in New Mexico. The white sands are cool.
They were all over your Facebook. You were real proud of them photos.
Hell yeah. I look like a...
You said... You did your prayer hands.
No, I look like a 90s R&B singer.
You did.
My shirt was all open,
unbuttoned. It was all
flying
in the wind.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
I was like, ooh. Star quality.
I look like a reggaeton singer. I had like really short hair with like sunglasses on. Yeah. And shit, in the middle of a desert.
No wonder your ex was mad. She was so mad. She was so mad.
I don't know why she would be mad. We weren't even together. So mad. Women are fucking crazy, dude.
Hey, watch your mouth. So what are you talking about?
I was like, what are you talking about?
Just pretend. Even if anything happened between you and I, even 6 months later, and I went on a damn trip, don't act like you were that crazy.
I could promise you, whoever it was, we've been broken up for more than 6 months.
No.
I wasn't with anybody.
But you weren't broken up for more than 6 months, and that's a fact.
No.
The math ain't mathin'.
I was there.
Are you going to say, so you're saying that, okay, theoretically.
Theoretically what?
Because look at you, because I know your craziness, and you're going to sit here and try to act
crazy.
Like you're just like so logical, okay? If we were to break up.
Okay.
Look at you.
Well, you're different.
Oh, don't they say that to everyone? Aw, am I different, babe? Am I so different?
You act like there's not like enough evidence to support that.
You don't want to answer the question,
Married to you.
You don't want to answer the question.
Look what you talking about.
You wouldn't be...
Yeah, for you, yeah.
And you wouldn't be all up in my business, upset and watching my moves or whatever and where I'm at.
Yeah, probably. Probably. I would have to intervene.
Baby, I know you. You are low-key crazy.
No, I'm not.
I am. Are you embarrassed?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I'm not crazy. Look.
Oh, my God, David. I have seen your petty ways. Can we talk about the diss song that you've made for your ex? Huh? Can we talk about it? Don't nobody ever have to hear it. But David is so petty. And he over here trying to act like he wouldn't. Like, you're right, because we are different. It would be even more intense with me. But he had an ex-girlfriend that he made a diss song about, bro. And made sure that she heard it. And was just so petty and like mentioned, just petty. And his friends were in on it.
Why did I show that to you?
And then he shows it to me. Like, look at what I made from I don't know. I was like, I really feel like you guys had a lot going on. This is crazy.
Nah, like, my friend made a beat. He's like, you want to make a song? And I was like, sure. And so we just kind of like came up with the idea of the song. And I was like, I'll just draw on that for inspiration.
For inspiration, it sounded like you were a little hurt.
That's because I'm an artist. You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
I gotta convey the emotion.
For sure.
I gotta sell it.
And then he turns around and meets me and fucking on the aux cord puts that shit on. I was like,
it was a warning.
Yeah, for real. I was like, let us not break up. Oh my God.
I was like, yeah, that's right. And we haven't.
Warning understood.
Yeah, I was like, this will be you next.
Just imagine. No, but I can't even imagine like her face or like how, I would have been so pissed.
Full disclosure, I felt bad afterwards because it was like totally just unprovoked. And I was like,
you sounded real hurt. If I'm being honest,
I wasn't. That's why it was like just so random because like it wasn't like anything bad had happened. It was just like, so it was like just totally random and unprovoked.
You know that she was gonna be telling her friends because it was random and unprovoked. She's gonna be like, oh, he was so stuck on me. Look, he had to make me a song.
Nah.
Tell me now. Y'all tell him down below. Like, we definitely think that way.
No, I was just an asshole. I was an asshole. I was like, what, 21, something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
We've all had our dark days, man. We've all had our dark days.
I was a menace, man, for a little bit.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah, I've heard.
I found God and, you know, now I'm a Christian man.
Uh-huh.
Man of God now.
Right.
Pure.
Oh. We're just going to leave that one there.
Like, I'll admit when I was wrong, okay?
So I get 2 more girls' trips to
me?
equal how many you have been on in your lifetime.
No, whatever happened before doesn't count.
Are you... If I had to hear about it from an ex of yours, it counts.
First of all,
that's what I
relevant.
thought.
It's not relevant.
I think that it's
fair. It was before we met.
That
ain't
lifetime.
Fair.
Are we not lifetime partners?
Oh my God. Starting.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it doesn't matter what happened before each other?
No.
So then why did we talk about it?
I don't know.
If it doesn't matter. Because you sure as hell had questions.
So?
Okay. Because it mattered. So I'm just saying that however many times you went out with your boys for a boys trip,
I feel like that's not the same thing.
It's not fair. I didn't meet Christina and Khadijah before I met you.
You had friends before then.
Who?
Your friends.
What? Who?
I don't know their names.
Okay.
I never.
I moved all the time. I didn't have no actual friends. I was a loner as fuck when I met you.
Okay. No. Yeah, like.
Well, I met my friend at the museum. Well, we were friends for like a year.
Yeah. I forgot about her. Yeah. Yeah, her. There you go. You guys could have went somewhere.
Sure. David, we worked at the museum together for minimum wage.
Could have went to Lakeside.
Oh, hell no. Casa Bonita.
There you go.
For some entertainment.
Get a
no,
room.
I'm going to another girls trip with the
Me
girls.
too.
You're not going.
I'm going.
You're not going.
I'm going somewhere. You're lucky I don't have any friends.
You do have friends. They invited you out to dinner.
When?
The other day.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's last second.
Oh, Mr. Last Second.
Yeah, I was like, man.
What'd I see?
That's my dad. I don't even do last second. He'd be like, I'm going to. I'm like, man, why are you telling me now?
What if you went on like a guy's trip with your dad? Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Well, not with family, just like with your dad.
Yeah, it was me, my dad, and Shaka.
Oh, for the football thing, right?
Yeah, we went out to fucking Kansas City.
I bet he would love that.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Did you know how to room and board with your dad again?
Yeah, the issue might be like he like will wake up early as fuck.
Oh, he wakes up at the ass crack of dawn.
And that'll like really irritate me. Like he's like a ready to go kind of guy. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? How are you so alive right now? It's 11 a.m. Like
my tia wants me to go to Europe with her. But she wants to go for 2 months.
Ooh. Basically living there.
And so she was like, so I guess I would take the kids.
But Chanty goes on like vacations for like, that's what she does though.
Yeah.
Even when she comes out here, she'll be here for like 2
She'll
months.
be here for like, she will push it too. Yeah. She'll be like, I'll be here for another 2 weeks. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like her and your grandma will come out here and they're like, we're going to be there for like 2 weeks. And it turns in like 2 months.
Yeah, it has.
Like, I don't even know why you guys say 2 weeks.
But because you see, because like they don't really, they just like traveling a lot.
I don't blame them.
None of us, except for my brother, he's the only one that has stepped foot on European soil before. So we're all trying to like have that experience at least once in our life.
Yeah, I don't think any of my family has been over there. I don't think anybody in my family's been over there.
Yeah, they have.
Who?
Well, yeah, and Pat, obviously.
I don't know. Has she?
Yes.
Where?
They went all over Europe.
That don't count. They don't count.
I knew you were going to say it didn't count. I don't even know why I answered the follow-up question because you were just going to say that.
I'm talking about like my direct family. My direct like aunties and uncles.
Okay, fine. I feel like.
Well, my sister Alex went. I lied.
Your sister Alex
did
go.
Italy.
Didn't she go to Tokyo too or something? Oh, no, that was Christina.
No, she just watches anime, babe.
Did you know that Chris and Christina met in Tokyo?
I think I did know that.
That's insane. I forgot about that. Yeah. And she reminded me of that, and I was like, that is such a cool like origin
where everybody
story.
In the Navy like meets their wife, I imagine. But usually they come back with like Japanese women.
That's crazy.
It's how Mike's dad
he came back with a Puerto Rican.
Mom.
A Puerto Rican.
Yeah, you found the only Puerto Rican in Tokyo. Why was she in Tokyo?
She was studying. My girl's smart. Look, both my girls are smart. And then Khadijah, she went and studied in India. Both my girls got education, okay? They were educated.
That's the first time I met Khadijah was her assignment. Yeah. And it was like, we were
right
going
before
out.
she left.
It was the night before, and I was like, oh, we're going out for it. Like, oh, my son was like, my girlfriend's going out of town to go study in India. I was like,
I wouldn't call that out of town, but you know.
Yeah. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And like I was just talking shit to her like the whole night, her and Simon. I was like, yeah, she definitely probably hates me.
She didn't hate you. She just found you slightly annoying.
Probably pretty aggy. I was just, I don't know, I was like in this moment in time where I was just like talking shit to everybody.
Khadijah has like 5 brothers. So when she met David, she was like, I'll talk shit all day, David. Like, stop fucking talking to me.
Yeah.
So,
or I guess like if you talk shit back, like, I just think it's fun. Then I'll like talk more shit back to you too. Mm-hmm. Like that's how we like met. Mm-hmm. You just talk shit to me. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, but you would be so mad if I just went back and forth talking shit to your friends.
It wasn't like that. Like we weren't going back and forth. Like she didn't say anything. I was just like making
that's
fun
what
of
I'm
them.
saying. If I were to just make fun of your friends,
I don't care. Make fun of them. You did make fun of them
one time, and look what happened. We got kicked out.
Oh, I was laughing so hard.
We had to leave.
I thought it was hilarious. I was laughing my ass off because like
I didn't even think it was that bad of a comeback. I was so shocked that everybody was reacting that way.
No, you cooked them.
I thought that it was just that we were going back and forth.
No, you cooked them, but it wasn't like out of nowhere though, because like
he was picking at me.
Yeah, he like tried.
I let it slide for a few times.
Yeah, and he was picking on you. And I was like, man.
I kept looking over at David, and I was like, if you don't get your friend.
Oh, I was like, he's about to
get your friend.
I was like, he's about to
find out. We're in front of all your friends. I don't want to make him cry.
I was like, please.
It was so bad. And his girlfriend got so mad at me. Oh, my God. I thought she and I were going to. Oh, and then it was so bad.
And I was like, eh? I was like, that's why I'm with her.
David goes, no, bro, she's too smart for you. And he goes, she's too smart for me. You sis. And David was like, bro, I don't know what to say. And I was like, you don't say that to him. You're just going to make him more upset. But okay, it wasn't that bad of a diss.
No, it really wasn't. Like, you didn't do anything. You didn't say anything crazy.
Go after his mama or nothing.
No, you pointed out something that was like very obvious. You know what I mean? I was like pointing out somebody's wearing like a watch, you know, like.
Sure, we could call it that.
Like, it's very obvious, you know what I mean?
They're going to be like, what did she say?
You didn't say anything. You didn't say anything wrong. Like, and the funny thing is, like, it wasn't even like creative. It was just so.
No, it was just like. It was just we picking at each other. Well, then we're picking at each other.
It was just so simple and like to the point. You literally just described exactly what it was in like a sentence, and like everybody just died laughing.
Oh, he was so upset. I don't even know if we ever recovered from that.
Nah, he got over it.
But like his girl was so, and like we were already on rocky ground, and we were trying to be cordial, me and his girl, and this shit just sent it over the edge. Oh,
she was probably so more mad about it than him.
She was so mad. It took like months.
He's just like, because like he'll talk a lot of shit too, and he's pretty funny, but
he is funny.
He's a funny guy, but yeah,
I thought we were both being funny.
Yeah, I don't think he was ready. I don't think he quite understood like what he was getting into.
I don't know. My brother made me into a savage.
Like
depending on where you go, we'll go like 5 times higher, and like he just taught me how to be like cutthroat and just like because Solomon was really mean to me when I was a kid, and he taught me how to like be cutthroat like that. And because he knew, first of all, I had a lisp, I was very hairy, like I had my mole, like I had a lot of things for kids to make fun of, and I would come home completely devastated. And he was just like, instead of babying me, that's how he taught me. And then as I started getting older, then he was like, oh, never mind, you actually gonna be pretty. All right, then, well, then you gonna have to fight these bitches. And I was like, and he started teaching me how to fight. Yeah. And so, you know, I've never met anybody as cutthroat as my brother. My brother just has like a way of, I don't know, like, I don't know if it's just his size, but it's just like his bluntness. And he always starts his stuff out with like, I ain't even trying to be rude, or like sometimes he'll just make you feel stupid. Like there are people that'll question him and he'll go, hey, I just want to ask, and I'm trying to be for real. I'm not being facetious or anything, but who is it that you think that you are to me that you would think that I would have to lie to you? Like, who do you think that you are? And like he's so dead ass serious, where people are like, and like I have seen him.
It's funny.
It is so crazy how my brother handles people.
It is. It's always fun. Like watching him and my dad like deal with people is always. So funny
yeah, your dad has that too. Oh, your dad has that 100%.
It's always so funny to like, and like it's so funny how it hurts like a lot of people's feelings.
You'll come out that shit wounded.
So I was just like, man.
So
I think it's just more so like, just people are dumb. And like they're like people like your brother and my dad, they don't have like the patience to
or
even
the
like
filter
to like excuse them being dumb for not even a second of their time.
Yeah.
They're like, you know, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. Like, I'm just not like, I'm gonna be nice.
You are so nice. You are so nice,
like,
especially
okay.
like in comparison to your dad. When I met your dad,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, you guys just deal with situations different.
I think as I get older, though, my patience is going like way down for like stuff
babe,
like
but
that.
Instead of handling it like your dad does, you just like you lose your patience completely. You're like, let's just go, and I'm like, okay,
yeah, man. Like,
all right.
I don't know. Like, I just as time goes on, like I'm just like I'll straight up just tell you like if you're just being ridiculous or dumb. I'm like, that's stupid. Like,
you do like this, like your hands up, like I can't anymore.
Because I just can't. I can't. Sometimes I can't process. Like I'm pretty good at like understanding somebody's point of view. Like I can, even if I don't agree with it, I can understand how they could come to a conclusion that they came to. Like I can see the trail and the logic behind it.
You know, that's a really good sign of an intelligent person, is being willing to hear somebody else's opinion without, you know, directly taking it as an insult.
Yeah, no. I like most people I follow on Twitter, like people I don't really like I argue with or debate with.
You don't have to see eye to eye 100%.
Yeah,
You're not
that makes
grow.
it fun.
Yeah,
that makes it fun.
Exactly.
So like there's times where something's so stupid where it just like it short circuits my brain where I'm like, how could you fucking possibly fucking get there, dude? Like it's physically paining me.
It's painful for you. You seriously are just like, oh my God.
And you know who the worst person is with me on that? You know. You know.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay, yes. That's when I really, truly saw.
I was like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
You lose.
You're like, you're like, why are you so mean to them? And I'm like, you don't fucking get it.
And I didn't.
And then you like, we're talking to them. You're like, I want to punch this person.
I know. I was like, tag me in. I'll go talk to them. And he was like, all right. And I was like, never. I come home. I was like, never fucking mind. There's no hope.
It's like I told you.
I wanted to punch them the entire time.
But again, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm just tripping. So, you know.
I thought you were tripping. I ain't even going to
I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe I am. And if you come back and you're like, I'm tripping, I'm like, okay, I was tripping.
Well.
Turns out I wasn't tripping.
You know. Yeah, I
don't know. I just laugh. Like, I like working with like Russian dudes or dudes from like the Ukraine. Like, those guys were always so fun to work with because they're just so just brutally honest. And they would, when people would talk to them, like they would just say exactly what they thought. And people in America, they are not ready for that shit.
That's true.
Because like these dudes have been through like some crazy shit.
Oh, I bet.
Like dudes I met like that were from the Ukraine, they'd have some wild stories. And I'm like, what? Like we tell story, like, what was it like growing up over there, man? To like one day Russian army come down village, kill everybody in the village. And I was like, damn. I was like, man, you know, I get it. One time we didn't have cable for like 3 months.
David,
like, how do you even? There's nothing you can say.
That's how I feel about like one of my best friends' backgrounds. You know, she's from out of the country. She was a refugee, and like when she tells me her story, I'm like, what can even compare? I don't even know what to say.
There's nothing you can.
Absolutely not.
There's nothing you can say. And I was like, damn, we're kind of bitches in America.
But I like having people around me that are blunt, honest, and
I like
that
it,
you don't get your feelings hurt around, you know? Because like I grew up with family that was like, you can't be soft around them. You just can't. And I feel it worked out better for me with like different people that, you know, you meet across in your life. If you're too nice, you're going to get walked all over. You know what I mean? And people really take advantage of your niceness. And I tried it. I was very like nice. Like my grandma's really, really, really nice.
Yeah.
And then my mom is like more blunt and straightforward. So I tried my grandma's way, and girl, it got me trampled. Okay, so
yeah, you can't.
I got to be setting my foot down.
You know who always like prepared, like me and my cousins?
Your Auntie Jen.
No, it was my Uncle Jake.
Oh yeah, your Uncle Jake.
My Uncle Jake, he's only like 5 years older than me. And then I have an older cousin, and he's a year older than me. So my uncle's only 4 years older than him, and he'd always like watch us. And he was just bully the fuck out of us. Like everything I like, he like I was like, Usher came out, right? And I was like, I loved Usher. Like his first album, I was like, man, this shit is so tight. And I'm like a little kid. I'm like 7 years old. You know? Right. And I was like, man, it's so tight. And my Uncle Jay goes, Usher's gay. I was like, man, fuck you. And he was just like everything, you know, in the retrospect, he was able to call that because he's gay.
Yeah. I was just going to say.
My uncle ended up being gay.
It was so funny.
I guess he was gay the whole time, but he didn't end up being gay. But
he came out later.
There are signs like, man, he was sassy.
He has a man that he's been with for years. Like he's been in the family for about as long as I have. And his man is just as cutthroat. Me and him are best friends. Like anytime we have like a family function, me and
Jared
him
might be more.
I love Jared. Me and Jared be like
Jared's one of those people where I could just watch him just deal with people all day.
Oh yeah. Like, it's so funny. He be calling out everybody. And I fucking love it.
Like he'll talk shit to me too.
Yeah, me too. Like, we be talking shit to each other, and he loves when like I buck at him because like we'll go after each other and then we just start laughing. because sometimes he's hurt people's feelings or whatever, and but
no, Jared's hilarious.
He's so funny.
But my Uncle Jake is like,
oh yeah,
Jake's fucking hilarious, dude.
But your Auntie Jen, your Auntie Sarah, all of them, they're like that, where they all have really intelligent like humor like that.
It's
where
like
they'll
very
pick
dry,
on you.
very sarcastic,
dry humor,
and it's like almost like improv. Like
yes,
they'll
you
like
gotta
create a
figure out that
scenario.
you're a part of a skit real fast.
Yeah, they'll like create a scenario, then like you have to
build on
go
top
along
of it.
with it.
Yeah,
and it's like literally improv.
It is.
They don't know that they're doing it. They don't call it that. But
no.
I was like, improv.
It's just the way they
Like,
communicate.
that's what my family does. Like,
it's just the way they communicate.
yeah, and it's so dry and just like deadpan and like, but so ridiculous, like what they're saying.
I love it.
Yeah, like just.
But it's funny because okay.
But my dad's
that's
not like that though.
So when they talk to their brother, your dad will be like, "What do you mean by that?" I'm just like, they were kidding.
Yeah, like I don't know what he like.
That's so funny.
Yeah, like my dad's sense of humor is funny. It's like fart jokes, like pretty much like somebody farts, he's like, "That's hilarious." Like,
you know what? Your dad has surprised me by actually having some really good jokes.
man, you have some
He's
zingers,
really
bro.
funny.
I've seen him.
He's really
wow.
funny. Well, he be having me in stitches sometimes. Where I'm like, Dave, you got to let people see this side of you more often. As he's getting older, he is. But, I met David's dad when David's dad was like in his mid to late 30s. He was very young. And he had like a very strict job and like was, safety manager and, like stuff like that. So his personality didn't really come out until we were like, in his relaxation spot, like vacations and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my, he's actually really funny. He's really funny. He's really,
he has it in him somewhere.
He just,
it's in there.
I was like, okay, this makes sense. But I can tell that your mom was very funny because her sense of humor is so, it's different. So I can tell that it has to come from like you and,
yeah, like my mom's sense of humor is just, it's a lot of shit talking. It's a lot of shit talking involved. I mean, you see my Uncle Chris, like just imagine my Uncle Chris, but with like pigtails. And like that's pretty much my mom. And it's like, it's just fucking.
Not with pigtails.
Just loud shit talking, like just fucking like.
It's my favorite type.
Like my sister's wedding, my Uncle Chris was there. It is a nice wedding, but my Uncle Chris is so fucking ghetto, bro. And so he's there, and he brings his friend.
Oh, yeah.
And his friend is, and they're older dudes, they're like in their 50s or whatever, 60s. And he brings his friend Gil, and he's like kind of like a bigger, heavy set guy.
Yeah.
And he goes up there to go get a drink, and I'm talking about Chris, and like this alarm starts going off like in the bar, because the bar was like kind of like in a different area, like building, remember?
Uh-huh.
And this alarm starts going off, and my Uncle Chris goes, "Hey, Gil, that's your heart monitor going off, fool." He's like, "He's about to die." Gotta give him he's like, "I'm not giving your ass CPR." He's like, "He's got COVID." I was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Yeah, don't give him CPR." And then my Chris goes, I go, "Hey man, did you get vaccinated?" He's like, "Nah." He's like, "I was gonna go get vaccinated." But when I went, the doctor was like, "You're too healthy." He's like, "If you get the vaccine, it's gonna make you more unhealthy." He's like,
he was too healthy.
He's like, "Actually bad for you." I was like, a medical professional told you that you were just too good for a vaccine.
It was so funny because I was like looking for you almost the entirety of that wedding, and I find David just like at the old man table just cutting it up with them. I was like, y'all.
I was like, because
that's gonna be you one day, and like y'all.
My Uncle Chris is like pure entertainment. Like,
I'm so ready to have you as my grumpy old husband. You are gonna be so grumpy.
Oh yeah.
You'll be funny when you want to be, but David's about to be grumpy.
I can't wait.
He's gonna be a big old grump. He's gonna be a menace again. You watch.
I can't wait until I don't have to pretend like I care. I just can't wait.
I'm just like nervous. I'm like, oh no.
I can't wait.
You're gonna be like Dirty Grandpa.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
It's just him being a menace.
Yeah, that might be me.
In all kinds of ways, but hopefully not that, crude.
Yeah, probably not. Nah, I'll be one shit talking motherfucker. I know that much. But yeah, that's how my mom was. My mom would just talk shit a lot, but like not like in a bad way. Like me, my mom, and my like Uncle Chris. Like we have an ability to like talk shit to our friends, but like
not have them
not be not hurt their feelings. Like it's just like just playfully talking shit.
You know, comedy is subjective.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I always keep that in the forefront of my mind.
Yeah.
You know, especially seeing more and more comedians with what you do now. I'm like, I don't take such great offense as I used to when I was younger, because people have different styles of comedy. People think different, and that's completely their prerogative. And you can't be like, oh, that's not funny. And I'm just like, you don't get to really determine that. So,
so you end up going viral.
So, you know,
like comedians, I promise they do not care. It's just, don't waste your breath getting offended at a comedy show.
Man, for real.
You look ridiculous. You're at a comedy show and you're like, I can't believe they're fucking telling jokes in this place. Like, what?
Yeah.
You end up like that one dude or that one chick was like, that is the most, and he's like called her Kamala Harris.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And she just stops in front of the camera. She's like, that's the most racist thing ever.
Oh, her yelling.
He was crazy. Like, I got like 4 more in the chamber.
Well, you guys take it easy, okay? Know that we love y'all no matter what. And, you know, no matter what you find funny, your comedy style, what you believe in and whatnot, you're always welcome here.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for coming to join us for your Monday morning podcast. We hope that you're starting your week off right. Don't forget to comment your thoughts down below, as well as anything that you would like to see in our upcoming episodes. We are back, and we are back on schedule. And we love y'all. Don't forget to follow us on our socials. You can find us at the HISxHERS Pod across our socials for some behind the scenes and some updates. But we love y'all, and we hope you have a fantastical week. We'll see you later. Peace.